Congratulations. If you've made it this far in this series, you have already done something that most people will never do. You have taken the time to build an investment education before rushing into investment. And that matters more than many people realize. Now, let's reflect on what we have learned over time. Let's reflect on where we started. At the beginning of this series, we asked a simple question. What is investing? And if you remember, many people start their investment journey with confusion. They hear terms like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, cryptocurrency, real estate, and it feels like everyone else understands something that they don't. But now you know something important. Those are not random concepts. They are pieces of a larger system, and understanding that system changes everything. So let's see what we've learned over time. So what have you learned over the course of this series? We have explored, number one, foundational knowledge. We learned about money, wealth, saving, investing. Number two, we learned about asset classes. We explored 5 major asset classes: financial assets, real assets, business assets, alternative assets, and human capital. Number 3, we learned about financial instruments. So we zoomed into debt, equity, derivatives, and mutual fund. Number 4, we looked at how to construct our portfolio. We looked at risk, inflation, diversification, portfolio roles. We looked at rebalancing. Number 5, we also explored practical investing. We covered how to start. We looked at a case study of how to invest your first 100,000 naira, and we looked at how to purchase your first investment, your first financial instrument, practically step by step. And finally, we learned about wealth building. Under that, we talked about consistency, discipline, compounding, and long-term thinking. Now, if there's one lesson that sits above all of these things, it is that investment is not about buying things. It's about allocating resources for long-term growth. And now, think about that for a moment. Every day you are allocating something. You are allocating time, you are allocating money, your energy, your attention, your efforts. So the question is not whether you are investing. You are already investing your time, your resources, your effort. The question is, what are you investing in? Because every choice has a future consequence. So many people define wealth as having a lot of money. But after everything we've discussed, I hope that your definition of wealth has increased. Wealth includes financial capital, human capital. It includes other things, productive capital, knowledge, opportunities, and all of those things. Yes, money matters. We can't rule out that. Money is important. But money is only one part of wealth. So one of the goals of this series was not to merely teach you about investing. It is to help you to think differently. So an investor is not asking, what can I buy? They are asking, what value can I create? Right? So they are thinking, how do I build something that is substantial over time? So instead of asking, how much does it cost? They are asking, what return might this generate over time? So they are not just asking, how can they get rich quickly? They are asking, how can I create a sustainable wealth over time? So that shift is very, very important. And again, I will emphasize that building wealth is usually slower than social media suggests. So it often looks like you are learning, you are saving, you are investing, you are improving your skills, you are making mistakes, you are adjusting, you are staying consistently, and then you are letting compounding do the work over time. So there's no dramatic moment. There's no overnight success. It's just years and years of building something. That is what's turned to wealth over time. Remember the framework that we learned at the beginning? Notes, questions, research, action. So keep learning, take notes, stay curious, ask questions, go deeper than what you're learning, do research, and apply what you're learning. Take actions, because it is action that creates results. Of course, my advice to you is that you should start where you are. Of course, not where you wish you are. Start with what you have, not what you wish you had. So you can say, if I had known this thing, maybe the money I wasted last week, the money I wasted last month, I would have used it. That is gone. Start where you are. What do you have at the moment? So start with what you understand, not what everybody else is talking about. Don't wait till you know everything. The truth is that nobody knows everything. You never will know everything. You keep learning over time. So learn, apply, improve, then repeat. So that is how it works. Now, let me say one final thing about compounding that I think is very important. So most people think that compounding only applies to money. Like I said earlier, it doesn't apply just to money. Knowledge compound, skills compound, relationship compounds, reputation compounds, good habits compound. So that is why you should keep using the tool of compounding in the right direction, right? The ultimate goal of investing is not merely to accumulate wealth. The ultimate goal is freedom. Freedom to make choices that you want, freedom to support your family, freedom to contribute, freedom to pursue meaningful work, with the freedom to live according to your values. So money is not a destination, it's a tool that gives you freedom to do all of these things. And investing is one of the ways we learn how to use that tool wisely. So as you leave this series, remember that you should learn before you invest. You should not go and just buy anything randomly. You should build knowledge before you buy. You should think long term. You should stay consistent and let compounding do the heavy lifting. Thank you for joining me on this series. I really wish you wisdom in your decision, discipline in your actions, and patience in your wealth building journey. Your first investment may be small. In fact, I advise you to start small. Like I said earlier, it may be small, but it's fine. Your first step may feel insignificant. It may look like, oh, what is this thing that I'm doing now? But every great portfolio, every successful investor, every meaningful financial journey start exactly the same way you are starting. One informed decision at a time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you at the top.